Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I have electricity again, I can record normal videos again, and I'm doing endgame.ai again. Now, you might say, Matthew, we did this on the channel this year, not so long ago. Yes, but they've included some amazing new features that I'm interested to test out for you. My face will disappear, so don't worry about that. And then we're going to be looking at the website. It's gone through some updates, and last time I don't think we were able to play a game, so we're going to try and do that. We're going to try and explore the full functionality of the site. We'll look at what we like, we'll look at what we don't like, but it's another cool chess website that people can use. So let's have a look at it. The first thing I want to say is I love this interface. Literally, this is the first thing I got after going onto the website. I clicked on the link, and you've got this. The knight has its moves, and you can literally, if you go with the mouse, you can watch live, you can join a tournament, you can play now, and you can solve puzzles. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I think the first thing we're going to do, it says train, compete, and master the game. So we're going to start a game, because that's the big button. We're going to make it 3-0, random color, and we'll call it a friendly match, standard variant. But there are four things that I want to get into, and we will talk about it in just a moment. You can see I've been put into the lobby. Firstly, I love all the graphics. And, you know, this is a really well-designed website. You can see the rapid, blitz, and bullet. Bullet purple, blitz is typical orange, rapid is green. Any rapid, any blitz, any bullet. We have got the game in the lobby. You can obviously see the play now option. So you can start game, start battle, and play versus AI. And while we're waiting for the game, we'll see how long it takes. I'm going to tell you about some of the features we want to explore. They've introduced daily puzzles, which are hard curated puzzles from top level games. They've got practice puzzles. A user can tell what they want to work on. For example, help me train my endgame for an upcoming tournament and get puzzles tailored to that goal. They've introduced some bots trained on real human games. These bots play in a distinctly human-like style. It's still in beta, so it's still being tinkered with, but a pretty good experience. And finally, they've got analysis, game review, and the database all completely free. So we'll see if we get a game in the next minute or so. So you can see there's tournaments that we can go look at. We can watch live events. There's the puzzles, so solve puzzles, daily puzzles, and chess sweeper. You can analyze and you can look at top players. I think I was pretty happy with that section last time. It's a cool graphic again, just highlighting, you know, with the colors and whatnot. I really like it. I'm very easy to please. There's the daily puzzle. So repeat offender. So yesterday was repeat offender. Today, the February 18th, is 14 miles away. So let's play that quickly. The daily puzzle. Ready for today's challenge. Test your tactical streaks. Current streak, best streak. We didn't get to... Okay, hang on. Taking with check looks interesting. Obviously, our queen's under attack. So we either have to take this knight or we have to take this bishop because they come with check. Or we have to move the queen to somewhere like queen here, which threatens this. There... Oh my word. There's this. Check. And it's incorrect. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on. See, I was thinking this, because then if queen takes, you've got taking the bishop and coming back. Takes. I don't know. Queen here. But then, like, the bishop retreats. And then what? Then there's check, I suppose. King slides over, and you've got nothing. Taking looks interesting, but again, I don't... Okay, so let's see the solution. 14 miles away. Bishop takes, check. Okay, so it's bishop takes knight first is the correct one. Ready to go. That went very quickly, but that was really cool. Nice little graphic here. Very well... It's a very aesthetically pleasing website. It really, really is. Okay, so bishop takes was first. Then you give the check. I assume the danger is you're forced to trade queens, because otherwise, if you just move the king over, I take your queen. So you have to take, and then I grab the bishop with check, and I come back to take the queen. I mean, you don't have to come back probably, but that's what happens. Okay, solve puzzles. They'll just have their general puzzles that you can solve. So there's this game. Rook takes g5 was just played. So the black pawn is going that way. I think you just take. Yeah, and then you push. And you win. Congrats, puzzle solved. My rating increased. Next puzzle. Look at this beautiful website. That is the one thing I'm loving. Okay, rook takes, but then discovery or something? So if bishop takes, there's what, check? No, not check. I mean, you can take, but... See, I don't want takes and then to fall into like a trap or something with a discovery, but I don't think it works either way. Bishop takes first. Yes, and now take here. Yeah, okay, next puzzle. We'll do one more. Okay, queen is it. There's obviously this check. There's take the rook, and then take the bishop. There we go. Cool. So puzzles work very nicely. Let's look at the analyze. Now, obviously, we don't have a game. So what I can do is, I was going to just go copy the feature, but we can actually import from chess.com. Insert username. As always, it is Trusty Matt. And we can now import a game. Okay, so it's got all my recent games. These are all bullet games, though. So I don't know how much helpful they're going to be. But we'll look at this draw that ended up king versus king. How do I import it? Okay, so these are all my games. Do I have to click a certain thing? Okay, so there was... okay, there's the draw, and now the analysis thing pops up. Okay, e4. Yeah, so it's showing me the game. How do I analyze the game? I feel like I'm just being thick here, right? Queen g8, that's mate. Here's the draw. A little more games. Do I have to click something? Favorite, Sandorf, copy PGN, copy pane. I assume this is... you are about to start an analysis. Okay, so we'll press continue. Then I'm just going to pop over to chess.com. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share game. So I can copy the PGN. Chess files work in such a weird way. Now where do I... now I can go out of this. Order editor, recent games, import your game, upload PGN. Oh, sorry. Import. We'll paste the PGN, and now we import the game. This is now one of my over the board games. And you see now it's nice and big. We can obviously turn on the evaluation bar. I can see it was me versus Iwan from SA Open, where I played Caracan, and we had this complicated game. Okay, then there's the review. We can analyze the game. Let's see what this game review tells us. Because I've got a pretty good idea of what moves were mistakes. I mean, some of them are blatantly obvious. I hung a rook in this game. Let's maybe get to that point. You can see my bishop was about to get kicked a bit. I grabbed the center pawn. My bishop kind of survived in this interesting way. Brought the knight back. Queen gave a check. Went back. Lost there. That short castles. Here was a mistake. Okay, so you can see here. So Iwan played at 80.4%. I played at 76.2%. By phase, he played 98.2%. I played 98.7%. Obviously, his stuff's probably highlighted in green because he won, I would assume. He had a much better middle game accuracy, and his end game accuracy was there. Move classifications, I had no brilliant moves. He had one. What was his brilliant move? The rook sacrifice later. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, that rook sacrifice. Trying to remember why was it brilliant. I can't remember the game. It takes, and if here... what was it? He just like dropped back. Can't remember, but it was a good rook sacrifice. Then he had one excellent move, which was, yeah, pushing this pawn. Crazy. Yeah, then you can see, learn from white's mistakes, learn from black's mistakes. Obviously, we played black, so we would click learn from black's mistakes. So our first bad move was queen c8. Move 21, queen c8. Queen c8 was, can we fix it? Now, if I remember correctly, I should have taken the bishop, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and then the next game here, rook d4 was the bad move. I think if I had played something like rook d... what? It wants me to play rook d4? But that hangs a bishop. What's going on? Rook d4 is the bad move. Yeah, so here I played rook d4. What? Okay, now we're trying to fix it. Let me just scroll down. Yes, so we're trying to play a better move than this. So I think a better move than this is... Nope, you can do better. You can do better. Was it like... What was the better move? I'm trying to remember. Was it just bring the bishop back? Yes, it was. Aha. Oh, sorry, I remember analyzing the game at the time. Okay, anyway, database. You can see statistics, top moves, not available in this position. But if we go all the way back, it will then give us some statistics and stuff. So e4, e5. Let's see if we get this interesting variation. Yeah, so you can see the statistics. e6, which is what was played. It gives white 41%, draw 19%, black. So black scoring evenly against white in this position. And with g4 on the line, black also scores about 40% with bishop g6, 50% with bishop to e4. What are the games involved? T-Sec Super Final. Okay, so these are all computer games. Then there's Grishuk versus Caruana. There's Kasparov Gary versus David Navarro, I would assume. 2017, St. Louis Rapid. Super GM, Anna Karpov versus Gary Kasparov. Anatoly Karpov. I was really confused for a moment. Topalov and Alexei Shirov. Okay, so this, it's been played by top guys. Okay, now let's look at the top players tab. Don't think this has changed too much. Yeah, so it's still the very nice graphics. Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura, Vincent Keimer. This is all, of course, sorted according to classical. But if we went, like, for example, rapid, Magnus Carlsen would still be there. But then Alireza Firouzja second, Arjun, Wei, Hikaru, and then Ding Liren. And then Blitz, Magnus Carlsen still probably top. Firouzja drops down to third, Hikaru second, Daniel Dubov, Nojbek, Abdusattorov, and Wesley So. Yes, okay, and then if we click on the card, so for example, we click on Magnus Carlsen's card, Magnus Carlsen, his classical, his rapid, his blitz, play information, his FIDE ID, his age, country, and gender. Alright, all really cool there. Let's see if we can play versus an AI. Okay, so we can get... Oh, Hans. So this is a neural network opponent built to mimic real human decision-making. Which is Kaiser, and we can play Hans. Again, the really cool floating head stone aesthetic. An AI inspired by the playing style of Grandmaster Hans Niemann. I mean, we gotta go for it, right? Hans, backs this website, so we gotta go for it. We play them 3+2, standard opening. I play any color. We're gonna play pro. I mean, if I'm gonna lose, then I'm gonna just, get smashed. It's fine. We're gonna play a blitz game against the bot. Already been going 13 minutes. They play d4, knight f6. They're going for this. But I'm pretty sure Hans is an e4 player, so I don't know. They think Hans is about 1500, so he's probably going to adapt to my level. I like the setup. d6. I'm going to be mad if he plays queen c2. Okay, he doesn't, so I can take. And put my knight here. I can start bringing the other knight and play, f4. I think still f4 works nicely. Okay, now we take. And now we put the other knight on f6. We can slide out the pin. Bring the pin this way, so there's always mate threats. I don't think he's going to blunder a mate, but you never know. How do we address all of this aggressiveness? We can play something like rook e8. Okay, so they're looking to challenge us. We can always just strike back. Takes. Now they might want to put like a rook in the center. Okay, gives me check. I can just slide over. We hung a pawn, but I get my rook in. Now takes. Okay. What if we attack the queen? Queen slides over. Might look to infiltrate. Is there really no way to attack this king in a better way? Worried about this bishop, okay. Removes my knight. I can't trade queens because I'm worse. Bishop's under attack. But I can simply like bring the bishop back. Offering a queen trade, which I kind of have to take at this point. Okay, seize the open file. Like, I've got no idea what to do. Except go for like this. King takes. Okay, well, that gives me some hope. Check. Um, offer a draw. No, blocks out my bishop. Classy move. So Hans is about to beat us. And now there's this check. Yeah. It's going to be devastating. I can't move, I have to take. This check resolved me of my bishop. And we're just lost, so what we can do is not draw, but we can resign. You have to confirm, but I mean, you're just playing a bot. We lost, so we can game review this if we want. How badly do we play, and how well did Hans bot play? Let's just look at the overall review, analyze game. Not crazy about the actual like board and the way of playing. Not crazy about it. I know that sounds salty after you've just lost. Just not crazy about it. What can you say? It's, I think Lichess and chess.com have got far superior interfaces. In terms of the user. I played at 88% accuracy. Hans played at 94. Like, come on. Like, why crush me? So, opening, 98.5 versus 97. I was better in the opening. Middle game is where things started to go wrong. And the end game, once we reach there. Okay, 18, great. So, they have the same but different. Missed save. That's a really cool feature, actually. Missed save. No one used it. Time by phase, so I was playing 8.8 seconds, they were playing 3.2 because they're a bot. Middle game, 141 seconds to 64. End game, 5.2 seconds to 2.8. Estimated rating, 2300, 2536. Gee whiz. Crazy. Okay, let's see if we can get an actual game now. So start game. Blitz, 3-0. Random. We'll do a rated game. Maybe that'll find me an opponent. There I am in the lobby again. So now we'll just have to wait. So if you've gotten this far, tell me, ladies, what do you think about endgame AI in the comments down below? I think it is a very, as I said earlier, very aesthetically pleasing. I like the puzzles. We'll look at the tournaments and the watch now if we do not get a game in the next 2 minutes or so. I don't know how long it's fair to wait for a game because I don't know how many people are using the website is the big problem that we're having. I think if a lot more people used it, it's a very good website. So if you're bored of playing on chess.com, come here. If you're, bored at looking at all the green or the black and the white, come here. It's a really cool website to explore. It needs more players. Because the lobby, I'm the only one there. It seems like, I don't know. Maybe there are other players in the lobby, but I can't access them, or they don't want to play 3+0. And I don't really want to play a rapid game. They'll make the video like 40 minutes long. Yeah, so I don't know what to tell you. Let me just double check my list. Have we checked out everything that we wanted to? We checked out the daily puzzles. They're really cool. The practical puzzles. Practice puzzles. So there's solve puzzles. Where do we see the practice puzzles? You would imagine it's under puzzles. But you have to click on... What's... Chess sweepers... Yeah, chess sweepers where you, guess the elo... And then you try and solve the puzzle. Okay, and if we want to solve puzzles... It might be like a beta feature. Okay. Auto advance to next puzzle, win streak. I'm just trying to see. Okay, so you can to some degree you can check on themes. But that's not necessarily what we want. What is this? Oh, that's like a hint. Open this puzzle, reset room, sound off, copy. No, I don't want to do any of that. Interesting. Okay, and if we go onto my profile, what does it say? What options do we have? So, trusty Matt. Can I... Oh, I can edit the photo. That's cool. So, we'll go to pictures. Save pictures. And, we'll use our typical... Our guy here. Everything nice and uniform. Games, obviously I've played none. Puzzles, I think we've done a few. Yeah, so attempts 10, finish 10, solve 4, failed 6. So these are all what we've done. You can see these 4 that we all got right were like today, tournaments. I haven't played any. Maybe there's a tournament on. So let's click tournaments. So there's nothing on until the... Okay, so we're in February, right? Yeah, so here's today. So there's at 5 o'clock, which is in a little bit. It's 43 minutes, daily bullet, 1+1. And then there's daily Swiss of 3+0. So maybe I'll stream the daily bullet one day for you lovely people. And that's been going on the whole year. There's been daily bullet and daily blitz. Daily Swiss, but it's 3+0, so it's blitz. So that's really interesting. We can create tournaments as well. Going into March, of course, nothing's listed yet, but you would imagine these will get continued over. And then you could obviously filter should you so have wished. But we literally had any. And then you can search by time of day, which is nice. Actually, you can check arena, Swiss, whatnot. Really cool stuff. Okay, and then watch. There's the German Bundesliga. There's the YouTube broadcast. Okay, so it doesn't have its own feature, I don't think, where you can track live boards. It'd be nice. Okay, so this is live. German Bundesliga. Boards available for this round. Yeah, they're all finished. Oh, but you can check boards and you can follow along live. Oh, Caruana Fabiano. He won. When was this played? This must have been played a couple of days ago because he left the Bundesliga to go to the FIDE Freestyle Chess World Championship. Fabiano Caruana with the black pieces. What was this? There's got to be a way to go to the beginning. Oh, and you can see all the seconds spent. That's a bit rough when it's a classical game. So it was a c4. Fabi went for this, which is interesting. I suppose round 8 of the Bundesliga, FIDE Freestyle Chess World Championship, Title Steel Chess India, Rapid and Blitz, FIDE World Rapid and Blitz, Freestyle Chess Grand Slam, US Chess Champs, FIDE Grand Swiss, Freestyle Chess Las Vegas, 7 months ago. Okay, so not, I mean, the greatest collection of events, but hey, there's good stuff there. Puzzles, analyze, top players. Okay, it's just play now. What is start battle? Oh, start battle is, yes. So I mean that's really cool. When you're like, we're gonna play 9 games. I want to play 9 games with 3+0, or 10 games, whatever. And then you're locked into play. I don't know if it's best of, or you're just gonna play all those games. We're gonna end this video by playing a game. We're gonna start it. We're gonna be put back in the lobby, and I'm waiting. You can't see the time, but it is currently 3:56 p.m. If by 4 p.m. I have not gotten a game, I think 4 minutes is more than enough time to load a game, considering on the other chess websites there are more players, so you get a game much faster. So we'll see if anyone accepts my challenge in the next 3 or 4 minutes. But otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of Endgame AI. Again, I really love the aesthetics. Particularly that home screen, if we can go up. This is fantastic. Like, this is the coolest thing I've seen on any website that we've looked at so far. With the knight moves to the squares that show you all the different things. So the puzzle, the play, join a tournament, watch live. Really, really cool. The puzzles, they're chess puzzles, but, you know, again, the aesthetics make it look different. You have a puzzle rating. If we can play a game, look, I wasn't happy with the interface. I don't know if that's exclusive to the bots, so that's why we really would like to play a game. One day I will. Otherwise, I will stream at some point in the future the Bullet or the Blitz Swiss this month. And we will get games on this website. So we shall see what's going to happen. Of course, I'm a little bit preoccupied because tomorrow is the 3+ check, or the 3+ on chess.com, that variant. Where you've got to, you know, give 3 checks and whatnot. I actually need to revise how that variant is played, and then we're going to try and play in some of the qualifiers. Busy tonight, so unfortunately won't be around to stream. Friday night I'm out. Saturday we're playing Bullet Brawl. Most likely we're playing Bullet Brawl. Sunday all busy at the church. Monday is Bible study, and then Tuesday is Untitled Tuesday. So maybe next week Wednesday, maybe in a week's time, we'll be back here 5 o'clock. We'll play for 40 odd minutes. We'll play Bullet, and that would be the 25th. So we shall see. How long have we been going? We've been going 27 minutes. This is nearly 30 minutes. We've been exploring this website again. Really looks cool. Can't really complain about the aesthetics. Obviously, I've fixed my profile. Or I've given it a thing. The daily puzzle looks good. Check back tomorrow. 14 miles away. Really nice explained. There's the tournaments that are today. Featured chess events. The future of chess is here. Start playing now. Join our newsletter. So we shall join the newsletter. Can go to the spam one. Obviously, if you would like to email me, you need to use the other email address. It is on the channel. If you want to send me an email about a business opportunity or something you would like for me to do on the channel, or you would like to sponsor the channel, not opposed to that. So we'll do that. Join the newsletter. Still in the lobby. Still the only person. Maybe we need to play Bullet. 1+0. Anybody. Anybody for Bullet. Like, there's nothing happening in the lobby. That is the thing. Like, even, you can see I've submitted something for Bullet. There's no one else in the lobby. So this will be the downside. But as I said, we will most likely stream by the end of February. That will be my goal. By the end of February, we will play an arena and we will actually play some games on this website, and we'll see how it goes. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you haven't found it too laborious. I hope you're interested in checking out Endgame AI. If you're not, tell me why you're not in the comments down below. If you are, tell me why you are in the comments down below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.